which was a 15 kilos improvement on his previous best, but the bar now on 202.5. Now he has a best of 200, so this first clean and jerk will give him a total of 380, and I believe a personal best total of 17.5 kilos, and still with 2 lifts to come. So this man really becoming a strong force in the 85 kilo class.
Yes, the door is open and the opportunity is there now for him. Can he take it? Drives up on the clean, really good. There's no worries there, and there's more to come. That's really solid. Just needs to stand still. The central referee invites him to put the bar down, which he does, and good lift. 380 goes into the lead. Well, just the news confirmed, David. It's an elbow problem, right elbow problem, and Mark has stopped. Obviously he's not capable of lifting, otherwise he would certainly come out. So that's very disappointing news, and we'll have to wait and see what this means ultimately in terms of his career. Hopefully it's not the end, but Cuban Quiroga, as we see Satrian coming in at 205 kilos.
Yes, so remember, he snatched 180 on his third attempt, so this first clean and jerk will put him on 385. And of course, this lift will give him the lead. That's good, that's strong, so he now takes the lead.
Yeah, Jonathan. Yeah, Kshatriyan, 385 now his total, and he's got 5 kilos ahead of Anashanka with Dobrev, 15 kilos off the pace. Mr. Quiroga. Jonathan Thomas, thank you very much for your email. I can only apologise. Obviously we don't control the schedules and we're not always certain of what's happening back home. Of course we are live right across. We're
so the bar on 205. Well, the Cuban didn't do so well in the snatch, only managed 160, had a personal best of 165. But coming out here on a very respectable 205 kilos. And that's a good clean. Now, the dip and the drive, and he looks much more competent in the clean and jerk.
Yes, that's a better effort. I gather my microphone wasn't working too well, so apologies for that. We hopefully have sorted it out. Jonathan Thomas, if you got my message, thanks for the email. Sorry about the mix-up with all the times. Obviously we don't control the schedules. We're certainly live right across continental Europe, but I gather that British Eurosport have got a different set of schedules. We'll try to have a word with them, and I'm sorry if we've been misleading you about times, but we'll have a word and try and keep you on track in future. Tom Crane, thanks for your email from Enniskillen Olympic. You'd like to see some variety, more variety of the replay angles. Well, again, we don't control the host broadcast, but we'll try to have a word. Now, important lift this for Calancia of Romania.
He looks good. I'm impressed with him. He hasn't put a foot wrong today.
No, that's
really well.
And Niku Vlad is all fired up in the corner as well. Third place now. And remember, that's Calancia's first attempt. He's got 2 more to go. And still, Kalansi, who weighed in at 83 kilos 96, he's still not got the lead because Shik Song with that 83 kilos 70 still clinging on to the gold medal, and still Nazarinia to start, also the world champion. So now Azanidze, who we always regard as being stronger in the first phase, so this lift is very important to keep him up there in a challenge, in the challenge for the overall medals. Azanidze, the European champion this year, now David with the retirement of who's still with an even better chance of adding the world title to it.
Yes, he's always been very strong in the first phase, the clean. But it's the jerk that's let him down. Well, I'm not sure about that. The referee's going to think about that right arm. I've got a feeling, well, one of them is giving him a red, but it's 2-1, so it's a good lift. Now he's pointing. He's pointing quite rightly. He's definitely got an arm that doesn't lock there. Maybe he's broken it or something. So he's on the board with 387.5 and in the lead at the moment. So the youngster from Bulgaria, remember, had 3 successes, finished his snatching with 175 and a personal best, and now taking 207.5 on his second clean and jerk. So this will put him on 382. Cleans well.
He really fights for it. This is the great thing about these youngsters, isn't it, David? They know that suddenly, earlier maybe than they might have expected, that there are chances here. He's gone into the overall bronze medal position. Anishanka now of Belarus. He's got 2 attempts to go. He's going for 207.5, and if he gets this, then Shik Song's reign in the medal position. He's now down in the bronze medal position, where he will have been pushed off the podium. But Anishanka, second attempt.
Yes, and of course the fact that these lifters are now coming out, Dobrev and Anishanka are coming out for 207.5 on their second, means that Nazarini must be starting on at least 210 kilos.
And remember, he was 7.5 kilos behind Khachaturian. Anishanka making no mistakes, and he's really enjoying himself out there, isn't he?
He's doing a great job.
Goes up into second place overall. He's 2.5 kilos behind Azanidze, and remember, he was the same deficit, same distance behind him after the snatch phase. Azanidze, but if he takes this and gets it, it will take him up into a share of the lead on 207.5. Interestingly enough, his body weight is exactly the same tonight here, David, as Anishanka. So Khachaturian, it's this to keep his challenge going. Cleans it well enough. And he's on course. So he moves up, keeps the challenge going, takes the overall lead with 387.5. And as he goes off stage, Mark Hooster's joined me for a moment in the chair. Mark, we're all desperately disappointed. Can you just tell us what the problem is?
Yes, 2 weeks ago we had a competition in Bundesliga, and I got a little injury in my right elbow, and
well, David, that's a hard thing to do when you're as disappointed, and I'm really grateful to Mark for coming in and explaining that. It's, as he said, after you've put in all those works, 22 weeks of solid work, that's tough.
Yeah, it is, but that's the name of the game.
We must concentrate on who might be the champion now, David, and we've seen a failure from Nazarini.
It's Cuban. He only snatched 160, but he's really looking pretty good on the clean and jerk. Look how strong that clean is. And the jerk, really, for my money, he looks the strongest on the clean and jerk. Really great clean and jerking.
But he's now achieved the weight that he actually clean and jerked in the Olympic Games when he finished 8th, 210 kilos.
Yes, he needs to work on his snatch.
Well, now Azanidze has got 2, and he weighs 84.74, so he would go straight into the lead in the clean and jerk, and he's got a total at the moment of 387.5. This would take him to 390 and would give him the overall lead ahead of Kashatrian. So, Georgia versus Armenia at the moment.
It's good, I think.
Now watch the lights. This time he gets 3 white lights. So maybe pointing out the elbow has paid dividends anyway.
And he goes into first place with 390.
Now I wonder, what are we going to see here, David? Are we going to see Nazarini do what he did in the snatch and do what he did really in Athens, which is, well, he got more than 1 good lift in Athens, or 2 good lifts, but he could win this competition on 2 lifts. 1 good snatch and 1 good clean and jerk.
Well, he can't win this competition on 2 good lifts, because this would only actually put him on 382. So he already needs at least 117.5, depending on whether he's heavier than Azanidze or not. Because he snatched 172.5, remember, on his third after 2 failures. So this would only put him on...
He'd still be 7.5 kilos off the pace.
Exactly.
And when you consider that the world record is 218 kilos, held by Zhang Yang of China, set in 1998 in Finland. So that's been around for longer than quite a few records.
Yeah, he's not 100% with it today. He really isn't.
Well, you're reading the body language, and it's not sending you the right messages, is it?
No, he's not. He's not fired up.
Well, he's now in exactly the same situation. What does he do now?
Well, and also, it doesn't really mean very much, even if he does this weight.
Well, I mean, that's what I'm saying, David. Does he
stay with this, or does he go up? Where does he go?
To be perfectly honest, he's got nothing out of anything at the moment. So, I mean, you know.